We are living in a completely new era, an era where building and selling powerful software isn't just for developers anymore. The entire game has changed, and you can now turn your ideas into income without ever writing a single line of code.
And that's not an exaggeration, by the way. This idea from AI educator Liam Otley is pretty much the whole point of what we're talking about today. The ability to create is being handed to everyone in real time, and this is your guide to grabbing that power.
That's the big question, right? In the next few minutes, we're going to break down the exact blueprint. We'll cover everything from the basic ideas of how to build this stuff, all the way to the proven strategies for turning your new skills into a real business. But first, before we get into the how-to, it's really important to understand just how big of a deal this is. We've got to look back at the old world, at that giant wall that used to stand between a great idea and a real working app. Just look at this. The difference is night and day. It used to be that you needed, $50,000 to $500,000, and it would take months, sometimes almost a whole year. But now, the market demands lean, minimum viable products launched in weeks. The old way just can't keep up. It's too slow and way too expensive.
So this massive shift in the market is being met by an equally massive shift in technology. We are literally moving from a world where you had to write code to this brand new paradigm called software composing. So what is software composing? Well, think of yourself as the architect of a building. You're not laying bricks or pouring concrete. Nope. You're designing the vision, the layout, all the cool features. And then you have this brilliant AI that acts like your construction crew, handling all the heavy technical lifting. Your job shifts from the how to the what.
I mean, the scale of this change is just, wow, it's staggering. We're going from timelines of months down to just hours, and from costs of $50,000 plus down to a simple monthly subscription. So all those traditional barriers, time, money, needing to be a coding genius, they're just gone, completely torn down.
Okay, so that all sounds great, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you compose your first app? Well, it all starts with understanding the basic pieces of any app. Because if you know the structure, you can explain what you want to an AI and it'll actually get it.
And honestly, the best way I found to wrap your head around this is with a super simple analogy: a restaurant. It might sound a little weird, but trust me, it breaks down all the complexity into 3 really easy to understand parts.
So check this out. Every single web app works just like this. You've got the front end, that's the dining room. It's everything your user sees and touches. Then you've got the back end, which is the kitchen, hidden away, doing all the real work. And finally, the database. That's your pantry, right? It's where all the ingredients, all your data are stored, perfectly organized and ready to go.
So now that you know the 3 parts, how do you build them? Well, you've got this amazing toolkit of AI builders. If you're building something really complex, a full-on app, you're probably going to look at Bubble. For an internal tool for a business, Glide is fantastic. For simple client portals, you've got Softer. If you want to get started super fast, there's Bolt. It's all about picking the right tool for your specific vision. And the actual process? It's way more straightforward than you might think. Honestly, it's just a conversation. You figure out what your app needs to do, pick your tool, and then you just start talking to the AI. You describe your vision, give it feedback, tweak things, and you just keep refining it until, boom, your idea is a real thing. Then you launch it, often with just a single click. All right, so building the app is awesome, but let's be honest, it's only half the battle, right? The real goal here is to turn this incredible new skill, this superpower, into actual, real income. When it comes to making money, you've basically got 2 main paths. Path number 1, you start a custom AI agency. You build one-off solutions for clients. This is awesome because you start making money right away. Path number 2, you build a SaaS product, one solution that you sell to tons of customers. This route has massive potential to scale, but it definitely requires more research up front. And if you go down that agency path, the potential is just huge. Seriously, a client might ask for a simple automation, but you can go way beyond that. You can build them a complete system, an intelligent dashboard, automated reports, the whole shebang. And that is how you take a small project and turn it into a high-value $15,000 plus deal. Now, what about the SaaS path? Just listen to this. This founder built a $1 million SaaS company using no-code tools. It's all the proof you need, really. You don't need a huge team of developers or a bottomless pit of cash. You just need a great idea, a product that works, and a solid plan to get it out there.
Okay, this next part is maybe the most important mindset shift you need to make. Listen closely. Never price your work based on how many hours it took you. Always price it based on the value you deliver. Think about it. If your tool saves a company $100,000 a year, is charging them $10,000 or $20,000 in expense? No way. It's an incredible investment for them. That's the key. Okay, let's zoom out and put all these pieces together. The tech is here, the old walls have crumbled, and what's left is this just massive opportunity sitting right in front of you right now.
What I mean by opportunity is this huge, gaping hole in the market. On one side, you have pretty much every business out there desperately needing these AI solutions. On the other side, a tiny, tiny fraction of people who actually know how to build them. Guess what? With these tools, you are now officially in that second group.
For the first time in history, the power to build complex, truly valuable software is literally in your hands, and you can do it just by describing what you want. And at the exact same time, businesses all over the world are scrambling to use AI to get an edge. They are actively looking for the very things you now know how to build. So this is what your new skill set looks like. It's not just one thing. It's the ability to take an idea from your brain and turn it into a real MVP. It's the power to build custom tools for businesses, create smart dashboards, and yeah, even launch your very own SaaS product. So look, the tools are here. The demand is off the charts. The barriers to getting started have never, ever been lower. The only real question left is, what are you going to build?